About increased foreign investment aspect, Vietnam expects its foreign direct investment to reach a record high this year after the government eased business regulations, allowing investors seeking to benefit from Trans-Pacific Partnership trade part. Export foreign direct investment in 2015 should be about 14 billion, 1.5 billion more than last year. Planning and Investment Minister Bùi Quang Vinh said in an interview while attending conference in Hanoi on Saturday. As the foreign investment is cut in increase over last year to 1.9 billion. Vietnam, the country stands to be the biggest winner of the Child Nation TPP Accord, which will put export with child reductions on a range of products, including shoes, seafood, and clothes, according to the World Bank. Vietnam is forecast to report a strong economic growth this year of 6 major Asian countries, according to the Asian Development Bank. The TPP could boost Vietnam's gross domestic product by about 8% and food exports by 17% over the next 20 years. Now, we move to the next point, the China expansion from the market. The advantage of Vietnam's participation in the TPP will be child reduction. If Vietnam uses raw materials originating from China to produce goods for the member states, it will suffer higher taxes if Vietnam uses raw materials by the TPP member countries. Besides that, the SC is the only major road connecting the Pacific, Indian Oceans, Europe, Asia, Middle East, Asia. It is considered the second busiest international shipping route in the world with more than 40% of the world's freight transport. Among this key maritime route is internationally known as Bradley Islands, where China is planning, building, and militarizing illegal artificial islands. The implementation of the TPP in the future will be difficult to achieve results as expected if the SC is full and expansion of China in this area shows no sign of cooling. The last point I want to mention here is putting pressure on improving labor quality, environment, and technologies. The new opportunity from the TPP, Vietnam will be able to create more jobs that will help the nation's fashion competitive economic sectors. However, there is a gap in development between Vietnam and some TPP countries, and the TPP deal has no commitments in some sectors for Vietnam, including labor, environment, intellectual property, government procurement, and state-owned enterprise. Therefore, joining the TPP with its high standards will help Vietnam rebuild economic entities, create a market-oriented economy, and restructure state-owned enterprise.